And welcome back to the crossover, my good friend. It's Anthony Cruz.
Nikki Z, truly.
I love that song, right? It's just such a good song. You know, that's what, and Tuesday, every time on the show, we do it for love because I feel like there needs to be a day at least dedicated to remind people because love is across a big border, Anthony. It's not just your love with your girlfriend or boyfriend. It's your love of yourself or your love of your family and love of everything, right?
Yeah, man, love is the answer. God is still telling you, love is
the answer. That's
so
true.
Whether you want, like I say, your family, your spouse, love go right across the board.
Yeah, but it starts with love of self. Definitely starts with that.
True.
Yes, and I know you love yourself and your music. You better because you've been bringing us some good music for quite some time now. What have you been up to? Talk to me.
Well, boy, man, I tell you, I've done so much work. Over the quarantine, it's unbelievable because it gives me a lot of time to, write a lot of music and do a lot of stuff, I have about 5 albums that I've done over the quarantine.
Whoa.
I've one coming from King Jammy's studio, Big Up the Waterhouse.
Yeah, nice.
And I have about 3 from Todd's International and 1 for myself. So, crazy music, all kind of, with the reggae way everybody I look for, me have it.
Oh, well, you've always had it. And I like how you go completely across the spectrum. Now, you just mentioned Waterhouse. I don't know if you heard about the shooting that happened earlier today. We have more blood in the streets. So on that note, I want to take it back with this right here. It's Anthony Cruz on the line. Here he is with Buju Banton. That's what I'm talking about.
Ja, you give me goosebumps a while ago.
Listen.
You know what I say? I listen to that tune, and that tune I done must be over 15 years of that song, And every word in the song is relevant right
now.
Yeah?
Yeah, right.
You give me goosebumps with that tune that while ago me hear. Me not tell you, Nikki.
Yeah, well, the minute I heard you were on the show, that's the first thing that came to mind because I wanted to ask you, what runs in your mind when you do hear that song and then you look at what's happening in the streets right now to this day? What can we do? What? It's like hard to even talk about at this point. It's like beating a dead horse.
Well, I tell you. I've been doing a lot of studying and a lot of researching on Jamaica and the whole crime and violence for myself. Mm-hmm. And one thing I gotta say, I think that if the government of Jamaica really want to stop crime and violence, they can. I really think so. There's no way you can be a government of Jamaica, of a country. Yeah. When you check it, the country is already divided with PMP and JLP,
Which it
so
shouldn't
be. Alone, and that come from the hit. Them have one documentary on YouTube the way we want every Jamaican go watch. Mm-hmm. The people need to come together and stop, look towards the government to bringing us together. We as a people need to come together. The government, them all right, and them rich, and them kids rich, and everybody rich. Yep. We need to come together and wake up. No. Exactly. If you don't wake up, you're going to lose your daughter like me, you're going to lose your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, and it's going to be too late.
Yeah.
You have to wake up. No.
You speak of your loss. People don't understand until it hits their front door.
No, Nikki. And even the music that is coming out of Jamaica with the skank and all of the whole man where DJ, the negative and the gun thing, that you don't even understand. You see, until it touch one of them bullets that touch somebody close to you, you will never know what it feels to lose somebody by the hand of a gun. I want wicked thing, man.
Yeah.
Believe me, man.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. I've been there, done that. But I grew up in the project, so I know funerals. I've seen funerals. I've been around it.
Man.
Now, the one thing I would say about the gangsta music is it's been around forever. What I think a big disconnect is because these youths are singing what they know. Like they don't come out of that circle, so they just start singing these songs about their neighborhood and what they know. I think the biggest disconnect is there used to be a filter where that music was for the club
Filter.
when you go at nighttime.
Right.
That's where you hear it. And somehow it transferred to DJs wanting to play these songs, even though they're half beep, 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 beep on the radio. So it becomes this disconnect with what is supposed to be street music versus what is supposed to be radio international, more on the wholesome side music. And I think that is the problem. They're always going to make that music. It's always going to be there. And some people are going to always love it, you know. But yeah, it's too much. Balance is the key.
But Nikki Z, you know, it's not where you're from, you know.
Yeah.
It's not where you're from
No.
and what they're around. Because I know a lot of artists who've been around a lot of stuff and they're not DJ them thing there.
Yeah. But
I
usually
think the
you
music-
find
I
those
think the
people
music-
had.
I
usually,
think the music. I think first of all, before you become an artist, you need to get yourself educated. And understand that you cannot bring your bedroom stuff in music. You cannot bring gun and violence and what you see and negatively impact on the community in your music. Music is a thing to lift, uplift and inspire and educate people. You don't have to DJ and a gun lyric. You do not. Garnet still not do it. Dennis Brown not do it. And all of them man they come from communities where crime and all of them things they go on. You do not have to do it, and a lot of people use that as excuse. And there's no excuse.
Well, I can't really go.
If you can't write a song, get a writer, write a good song, give to you.
I can't really say anything about bringing the bedroom into music because Lady Saw Heels On is still one of my favorite songs. So, you know, I'm just saying, Anthony, work with me here. Work with me. I know.
I'm not about heels on, man. I'm talking about some of the things that when they mix up the food with sex and all of them things.
Yes. I'm just saying, Anthony, you know, work with me here.
The heels in the bedroom is fine.
Okay. Just don't bring the inshore. All right, I get you.
And the fruits and the food and mix up the thing and you just start doing it.
Well,
you have to keep them separate. You know, some music are music.
Yeah. And that's what I feel like, you know, the main practitioners of music need to put a lot more balance in it. You know what I mean? Not just pick what's hype on Instagram, but really do what represents the culture to the highest point. More of that.
True.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Everybody bears, and also the fans bear responsibility because you got fans who complain about it. But they only repost what's viral. They're not reposting the good stuff. You know.
The fans, let me tell you something. You see, since this whole social network come through, you see the people are not easy, you know. Because you see, you can't really see them, you know. Them that behind, you know, do the work. You know. I mean, I tell you, if you check it, you see. The people them push so many foolishness that it's not even funny. People that better. It's the people because we can only do it. You understand? But as I say, you gotta have hypocrisy in all different kind of things. A man I got a Ray, and when you look at Bieber push.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Say? So it goes still, you know. But
what we gotta do though, Anthony, is count on who? Only who? Tell me who we gotta count on.
Only the Father, man.
Cause only he can do what man can't do.
Like I said, that's the voice of Anthony Cruz, who we have on the line right now. And that track, Only the Father. Yeah, coming in from the cold rhythm. I love it. I love it.
King Jammy's John production, you know, Waterhouse again.
Yes, shout out to Waterhouse. Like I said today, the big breaking news. I know they're definitely going through it in the community today. But I mean,
I hope they're listening. You know, I hope them really are listening. Waterhouse is a place where every artist going on.
Yeah.
Every artist driving a Waterhouse safe and come back out safe.
Same way.
Yes, man, for years. For all them, see all the Waterhouse enough time, Nikki.
Yeah,
man. So we want to tell the youth, them, man, yo, trust me, man.
Communities that we usually never hear. Communities that I don't ever recall hearing certain type of things going on because there's been a different kind of order there. In recent time, I'm starting to hear activities that I've never heard before, like even in Augusttown. So there is a real disconnect with the younger generation and something else is inside of that because there's no way all these young kids are getting guns and the supplies they're getting without assistance from some other entity. It's just not a thing.
True.
Yeah.
Which is true. Which is right.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we know the youth them. Well, and next thing again, you know, man not do them thing and I make them money now and buy them own gun now. And it's a reality. You understand? But that can't be the answer because my brother, if you look around you and just look on the wall and you see all of the man them will come and say them at this and them at that. Up on the wall them there, and them there dove cutter, them dead. So don't fool yourself and don't be a fool. Don't be a fool and make them trick you. You got to take up the gun and then and once you take it up, you can't put it down. And you know what that means. You say you cannot be playing with your life like that. Or one life you have. Me don't know. Because I talked to one of my bridges a while ago. I said, being a bad man and being a gangster is the foolest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it really
is.
is.
There are so many angles you can make money. And you got to pick up somewhere. People are shoot off of you. You are shoot off of
them.
That's the foolest thing you ever hear. Sometimes I wonder if there's one different part of Jamaica me there.
No, it's not even Jamaica. Let's be honest.
Being a gunman or being a gangster.
It's not just Jamaica, though. Let's be honest. If you look in different communities where there is a lack of education, where there is impoverished people, where there is a slew of young people raising babies without proper help or assistance, you always find this. So, like, I'm with you, because when I see them sometime on the street side, you know, doing certain things to the gun song, like they look fun and good in it, I'm wondering, do you realize how crazy you're looking right now?
Of course.
The world is seeing nothing but death, and you're like sitting on the corner putting gun fingers in the air like it's like the coolest, most funnest thing in the world. And for me, that's a big disconnect. You're not realizing what's going on.
No. And you know, Garnet have a song when say, some were born with sight but lack in vision.
Yeah.
You know? And me really come to the understanding of what he was saying. Because me and you can see certain things, you know. But some people cannot see it, and when we try to show them still cannot see it.
Yeah, they get mad. They get mad when we point it out.
I even get mad, but how can you not see?
It's the Matrix.
You can be that, well, since this was social media, I hear someone fully done. How can you come and say you're fully done? What kind of foolishness that?
Why would you want to be fully done?
Why would you want to be done? Why would you want to be done? You cannot survive out in the world if you don't have education.
Yeah.
And that is why I see why some people are where they are, because your mind does a hold. Are you hold back yourself?
Yeah.
Are you holding back yourself?
That is a fact.
After you're fully done.
That's a fact.
And I'm going to push it on the youth. The other youth them feel like, oh yes, it is right and cool to be fully done. No, it's not right. It's foolish to be fully done.
Yeah, because people can do things to you and use you in ways that you never even understand. So it's not fun. And you also end up in this place of anger because you don't know how to deal with situations as they arise. So you end up in this constant cycle of anger. And I don't say it lightly, because I have been there in that cycle of anger. Boy. I grew up in the projects. There are things that I had to learn the hard way, but thankfully I met people along the way. And also there was an inner thing in my body that said, you know, these things aren't right. These things aren't right. It just took me a while to start listening to it.
Well, at least even if you're done, you must know wrong from right, because
I know that's right.
That's common sense for the Almighty give you. So even if you can't read and write, you must know, say, boy, the amount of man me say drop out of a gun, over a gun, you know, me not take it up.
Not take it up, right?
To do that.
And then the only thing you're looking at is the quick fast that they just took to just rob somebody or scam somebody, but you forget to look at usually the end result of, I would say, more than 90% of what happens to them. So, I mean, come on. Look how many half-done houses we have across Jamaica from people who led that fast life, and then all of a sudden it caught up, and now you got a half-built structure. Can't done it. And look how many we have. That goes to show you. But real quick to what we were talking about, shout out to Mr. Lex. He just made a post that I thought was so pointed to what we were saying. He made a post that said, wrong is wrong even if everyone is doing it. Right is right even if no one is doing it.
Which is right.
All right, we got to wrap up, though. I wish I could talk to you long. I could talk to you forever. I could. What's your social media? Tell everybody where to find you and when they should look out for the next album or project that you're about to drop.
Okay, well, my stuff is very easy. Anthony Cruz Reggae. I'm on every I'll be there on TikTok. We're there everywhere. So Facebook, Instagram, Anthony Cruz Reggae. And I want to give a big shout out to Richie B, because he's having his big birthday bash up in Canada. And I'm the headline up there. So Toronto, I know you have a lot of listeners in Toronto.
Yeah, we do.
So please make sure to roll out, because it's going to be huge. I want to big up Nikki Z. Oh, my God. I love you so much, girl.
I love you more.
And let me tell you something. You have one of the best body me see on the internet. No, joking.
I thought he was going to compliment my radio voice. But thank you. I'll take that too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, go on. Clean skin.
Yes, it's a 45-year-old clean skin.
I want to big up the whole family in tune from here to New York, right across the world. Yeah. Anthony Cruz, we're back in things right now. We have so much stuff on YouTube just to Anthony Cruz. I'm telling you, I'm going to see videos like Stan.
All right. Well, as they drop, you know where to send them. As they drop, you know where to send them because you know right here at the bridge, from me to Richie B to Elise Kelly to Stone Love to Jack Scorpio to Delano to Kurt O'Reilly to Roddy G, we got your back. You know we got you.
All of who you call, all of them are my friend.
Exactly. Big up to everybody in Halfway Tree right now. It is Anthony Cruz. Thank you for hanging out on the CrossOver.
Love.